Hello, geeks and gamers, and welcome back to Choose My Own Adventure, the weekly ongoing series in which my wife, Mrs. Geeky,
Hello.
chooses my adventure through the Soulsborne franchise. In the last episode, we finished the Painted World of Ariamis and ran into some technical problems. But we got through it in post and edited it out. Um, and then we decided to go complete the last bit of the forest. I was trying to think of its name, but I can't remember its name. We ran into problems there, not only from a technical standpoint, but also I got invaded and wasn't sure entirely what happened, but it didn't turn out well for us. But in this episode...
That's what's called Dark Root Basin.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, because it's Dark Root Garden, and then, yeah, Dark Root Basin is the other half. So now, we should be good to go take on the boss.
We fought a Hydra. It wasn't really a Hydra because its heads didn't grow back. And then we fought a Golem that had a lady stuck inside of her. And apparently her name was Dusk.
Lucille, yes. Okay, bye. I don't want to put on the ring again just for this short little walk.
I mean, that's realistic. That's exactly how you would run through water if you were covered in armor. Well,
I mean, even if you're not
that's
covered in
I was going to say, that's how you walk through water anyway. You're fully clothed. It's better if you have to make it a suit. I like how someone just randomly put this ladder here.
Like, who built this ladder? How did they measure this?
Before all of this happened and everybody turned into weird, creepy zombie things, this was like a major tourist attraction. So they had to make sure there was a ladder there.
Interesting lore, but the lore contradicts. Interesting theory. Because Gwen pretty much... we'll find out a little bit more in Dark Souls 3, but Gwen almost immediately started fearing the Dark Soul. He started fearing humanity. And it was him...
I mean, everyone should.
Right? But it was him that pretty much doomed humanity. There should be a big rolling cat.
What?
But anyway, Gwen's the one that pretty much doomed humanity by putting the dark side on him. There
Oh,
it
there he
is.
is. You're looking...
Oh god, it was so fast! Your bullets are so fast!
Does the anime of the Dark Souls know what cats look like? Because it kind of looks like the white one we talked to earlier, and it doesn't look like a cat.
I mean, it's not, I guess, meant to directly be a cat. I mean, Dark Souls 2 has a better representation of a cat with Sweet Shalcor. Oh god, and there's more.
Jesus.
I forgot that there were so many.
You called the Horde.
No. Wait, what was that? It looked like it posted up to attack me and then just did.
Just kidding. You were trying to skip.
Matchmaking failed from trying to invade. Oh god! Oh, oh no!
I think you're dead. I could be wrong.
Oh god, let go of me.
You have no head.
Honestly, we need to just...
Okay, guess I was wrong.
Ah. I don't really have the time to say... If somebody's trying to invade, I want to get to the boss. One of my favorite bosses of the game. Oh, I think that's what happened, is that I gave that last one a big old poke, and it like reeled back from that. Yeah. So what I thought was an attack was actually it being like, ah, son of a bitch. See, we didn't actually come this way. But I knew there was items up here. I mean, an item that largely doesn't really matter, but it's there. I mean, we're pretty close to the boss. That's the bridge that leads to it. And this is the technical quickest path to the boss. But being human right now definitely ups the chance of getting invaded. As in, like, I say up the chance. It makes it to where you can be invaded. You have to be human to be invaded. Alright, we're just gonna...
Wait, really? That's weird.
What?
You have to be human to be invaded?
Mm-hmm. But there's benefits to being human. Okay. You can summon in others. Yeah. Only when you're human.
I feel like if you are playing the game, you could get invaded, like... What is it?
You ready for this?
No. What is it? Human or animal?
Oh, we're gonna find out.
It's some sort of weird hybrid.
Do you see the big sword there?
Uh-huh.
Actually, I think I can go grab something.
It's a graveyard.
Yes.
No, it's chessboard.
I can, yes. Thought I could grab the item before, and I think if it's the item that I'm thinking, it's actually going to be quite beneficial. Yes. Is it the Hornet Ring? Oh no, it's not the one I was thinking. The one that I'm thinking is the one that's dropped by, it's the one that's dropped by Ornstein. It's the one that boosts poke damage, basically.
A Hornet Ring, and it increases critical attack. It's a murder hornet.
Even in the Dark Souls world. Alright, here we go. And of course, in every Souls game, your main character just has to touch.
Oh.
Lady Sif is not happy.
You can touch my master's sword. I'm not prepared to die. She's horribly rendered.
It's a game from 2012. Big pokes. No, this fight is very, very sad. Especially, oh, I rolled. Oh, okay, she barely missed me. So if you go into the DLC before fighting her, it gives you an entirely different God damn it! An entirely different opening cutscene, in which. So we'll get there when we get there. I'll explain.
Well, you've told me about it before. Like, you can save her as a puppy or something like that.
Yeah, in the past. Yeah. And doing that, it makes it to where she recognizes you whenever you come here, and it's really sad. Because she sniffs you, and she recognizes you, but she laments that she now has to kill you. Because you're here doing what she is stopping. After I beat her, we'll talk about why she's here.
What's your favorite boss?
It's not my favorite boss. It's one because of it's the story. It's not the fight itself. It's the story. The fight itself is not the best.
I like you call her Lady Sif though, like this is Thor.
She is Lady Sif. I don't care what anybody says. It's a female wolf. We should be at the stage where it gets really sad. Not yet. Okay. One more big poke. Ow, bitch. Alright, there we go.
You're a terrible person. Aww. Poor puppy.
Yeah. It's really sad.
She's just doing her job.
Soul of Sif, the great grey wolf who guards the grave of Artorias the Abysswalker. Used the Soul of Sif, who inherited the divine Night Sword, to acquire a huge amount of souls. Which we shall do once we get back to a bonfire. Which I'll just homeward bone our asses back. But and then as well as she gave us a ring that'll be useful later. This ring symbolizes Knight Artorias' covenant with the beasts of the Abyss. Its wearer, like Artorias himself, can traverse the Abyss. So we'll learn a bit more about Artorias in the DLC. But basically his mission was to stop the Abyss, the darkness, basically. This is meant to be the spot where Artorias fell in battle in the past. We'll learn in the DLC that it's actually us that fought him and killed him. Because we traveled to the past. To stop people, because they went to Ulasil to stop the Abyss from spreading, but Artorias wasn't fully prepared for it, and it ended up overtaking him. And so, basically, in order to stop other people from suffering the same fate, she sits here and guards... basically stops people from trying to go into the Abyss and things like that. And so she's basically not only stopping people from suffering the same fate, but I think she's trying to stop the Abyss from spreading by doing that. All of these swords represent people that she has killed.
Now you've killed her, and now the Abyss will come.
Yes. Well, we have to kill her to get the ring to traverse the Abyss, which we will learn for, why we do that later. So, now that we've done this, now we have
We'll go to the
another...
library.
Okay. So I say we have two more, or another path that then opened because I have this ring. Where we can go into New Londo, the flooded city, the library, or into the catacombs.
When in doubt, go to the library.
Oh, wait, I'm gonna pop her soul real quick.
Just sounds inappropriate.
No idea how many levels this will get us. Probably 2.
8.
Let's see. Shit. Wrong button. Why is leave the first button? Yeah. 2. What are we putting it into? Or do we want to take these souls to then upgrade our weapon?
Do we have enough to upgrade a weapon?
At least once, I'd imagine. Especially since I got a couple of Twinkling Titanite from that one lizard.
From that one lizard?
So I have 2.
Hmm?
You want to go do that?
Alright,
Alright, so to do that... Chamber of the Princess.
You guys can't see this because it's all voice, but every time that person hails
That
the
person.
sun or whatever it is,
That's
we
not
do it
that's
too.
not praising the sun. I don't think I have that.
Whatever that gesture is, we do it too.
Yeah, I don't have praise the sun.
Oh, okay. I was like,
What do you think I'm waiting here for?
Look at that tile work.
Right? It's actually kind of sad what happens to this place. Hey guys, don't mind me. I said don't mind me.
What they're minding.
I've already talked to your princess. Shouldn't that be enough for you guys to be like, okay, fine?
No, it's not.
Sir? Sir, do you mind? Sir. Poke the fuck out of you. Get off my freaking staircase. Ah!
The big guys are falling. Lickety-clap, lickety-clap.
Skipping down the stairs. Ankles turning to dust. Just snapping those things. Hey, buddy.
What do you want?
Let's see here. Nice. We got it to plus, so now we need 4 to get it to plus 5. Yeah, we're good. I think I took the long way. And then I passed it up. Boom. Now we have a fully upgraded spear.
Pointy stick.
We're doing 341, give or take, per poke. Okay, so we are heading to the library, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Actually, the best route to get there is just to go this way. Ow, bitch. My pokes are better. Run. Oh. Slapped me right out of the air. I'm not going to waste my time sitting here fighting everything. So we'll see it in Dark Souls 3 a little bit more. Spoilers, you know, we come back to Anne Orlando in Dark Souls 3. But I'm trying to see, like, I mean, it's meant to be a few thousand years at least. I'm trying to see of, like, what architecture might still be noticeable in Dark Souls 3. I don't know, we'll take a look when we get there. We're getting fairly, I wouldn't say close to the end of the game, but we're getting there. We're in the latter half. Actually, after the library, the DLC will open up to us if we wanted to do that. Personally, I usually wait until I've done everything else besides fight Lord Gwyn. But it's entirely up to you. If you want to head into the DLC after the library. Which the library bit could take us more than one episode. We'll see. We're only at almost 20 minutes for this one. The Sif fight went exceedingly well.
Oh, didn't like one go.
And if you remember correctly, whenever I first came up here, we went in here and talked to this lady, which let's go rest at her bonfire. But then I was like, oh yeah, we're going to come out here, and we're just going to go straight ahead. We're not going to go down this path, because that leads to somewhere we don't need to go yet. Now we're going to go there. Actually, since I'm here... Yes, we still have enough for a level up, too. We're also starting to get to the point where levels are gonna be, you know, we're still gonna do them, but usually I end the game around level 80 to 90, somewhere in the 80s usually.
Where are we at?
67.
You only see that in that one screen.
No. So 65 rather. Yeah. So usually I end the game with at least 2 of my main stats that I'm focusing on at 40.
40's the max.
No, you can keep going after that. It's just 40. I think is the soft cap. Hey guys, is it possible just to get one of you guys? Is that a thing that we can do? Do I have any? I do. Let's see. Can I get close enough? Here we are. Nope. Good, good. I'm glad I topped off the health that I'd already topped off. Yes, come back here. Let your brother be. I just want the treasure chest behind you. Okay. Alright, yep.
He said no.
Excuse me, sir. Jesus. Get your big ass over here. Poke. Poke. So spears are pretty much just good throughout the entire series. They really shine in Dark Souls 2, because for whatever reason, thrust damage in Dark Souls 2 just absolutely obliterates things. Kind of like that. Just obliterated me. Ugh. Oh, he's got a halberd. And what do we see here? Do we want to fight him, or just toss a charm at him and take his loot? You know, remember that I showed you that you could toss the thing at him? And
oh, there it is. Looks like it's not breathing, whatever.
The chain is the best way to tell. Also, like, yes, breathing, but the chain is the easiest way to tell, as well as if you look at the color.
Do you have any charms left?
Yeah. Yeah, got 3. You want to do that?
Yeah.
Not to fight it. Yeet. Thank you, sir, for the weapon that I will not use. Oh, look, a twinkling. Nope. Wow, that one went very smooth. In comparison to the other 2. Probably.
Well, we do have a better poker hand.
Well, no, like the other 2 that I just fought, like, they gave me a bit of a challenge. Him, I just came in and started poking and he was dead.
Well, the other 2 were actually guarding things, and that guy was just guarding the balcony.
Oh, he's guarding the pathway.
He's guarding the balcony.
To the library.
Is this gonna be beautiful? Is this gonna be like everything my dreams?
Well,
like
if your dream has a pig that guards it, yes.
You know?
Hi, buddy. How's it hanging?
That's not a pig. That's a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Not Tyrannosaurus Rex. They, I guess it is a pig. Yeah, it's a wild boar. No, from far away it looks like a, Triceratops.
Oh, and you do such little damage because it's armored. There we go. Give me your helm? You did. I think we already had one, though.
We don't need to wear a pig helmet.
Hmm?
We do not need to wear a pig helmet.
You sure?
I'm certain.
No, we didn't already have one.
Jesus.
No.
Makes you fucking... makes you look like the, Predator.
I don't think you've ever seen the Predator.
No, but like how their heads are huge, but their bodies really are. Maybe that's not... Maybe it's a different movie.
Oh, and then just whenever you think it's over, there's a second one.
Maybe it's not better.
But I think this one has an open ass. No? Oh. If you get an open ass, you can backstab the shit out of him and do a huge amount of damage. Also, I don't know what it is about Miyazaki and giant pigs, because Bloodborne has the shit out of them too. They're easier to deal with than Bloodborne. Sir. Thank you. Oop, another helmet.
Are you like a pyromancer or something? How do you just like put your hand over it and lights?
Because it recognizes that we are.
I'm going to the library. Where are the books?
Oh my god, calm yourself.
Yeah, I need a library with an elevator that leads to it.
That other player freaked me out for a second. I was like, there's no invisible enemies here.
I mean, I can definitely do without the,
crystal guys.
Yeah.
Who actually do a shit ton of damage.
And they're just destroying ancient texts.
Sir? What are you firing at?
Apparently the stairwell.
I know.
And the big
Fuck
guy
that
over there
stairwell.
is, like, astonished with the globy thing.
Yeah, he's chilling, looking at it, but he is somebody we need to go ahead and take care of.
Dude!
I'm sorry, did I break his,
It's like his little solar system thing.
Well, he's dead now.
You're very disrespectful to this library, sir.
Where is it in key items? Yeah, it's gotta be here. I got 2 embers to get to. Ow! Fuck you! I was going to read something, you dick. Half of a broken stone pendant. The vine appears to originate from Ulasil. How would I know that? No clue. A powerful magic can be sensed from the ancient stone, yet men of this time can neither manipulate nor sense its power, which has a distinct air consisting of both reverence and nostalgia. That's a little hint, hint, wink, wink. Because technically your guy has
been there, but we don't know that.
Yeah, because we haven't gone there yet. Anyway, that item is what we need to access the DLC.
Paradox.
But we're not going there yet because we want to do the library. Oh, fuck.
I see the librarian.
No. Fuck. Let me heal.
He seems like a librarian.
He seems like a dick.
He seems like, you're coming into my library, fucking shit up. You're a little loud. You broke this table. For no reason.
You.
He is just protecting the library. Beautiful place.
But it conceals a very dark truth.
As most libraries do.
I thought guy was getting back up. I was like,
Okay, these are really shitty tables. Just gonna throw that out there. They break real easily. That's so pretty. Why do you have so many globes?
Yes, this is the Duke's archives, the Duke being Seath. It conceals the dark truth that he does experiments here. And makes some fucked up things.
Like Rocket Raccoon?
No, definitely more fucked up than an anthropomorphic raccoon. With a penchant for guns.
Trash man.
Is that better?
I think I've asked you this before. Does it matter? Like, do you get more from a soul that is a better person? Like, that just says soul of a brave warrior?
Yeah. I mean, it's insinuated that the soul items are, you know, they do. You do get more souls. I guess it's insinuated that it's like the souls that you're getting are based on the person themselves.
Yeah, so more souls for a better person.
Yeah. Not a better person, just, you know, stronger. Not better like necessarily better, like, morally. But
Yeah, no.
you get a shit ton of twinkling here. Honestly, we probably didn't even need to spend the money on it, 'cause you end up getting quite a bit of twinkling titanite coming here. You know, like, for instance, right now, if I were to die and somebody came across and found my soul, they would get 28,000.
Yeah.
But it's also not even insinuated. It's pretty much... It's not directly said, so I guess it still is an insinuation, but, you know, souls are currency, but also you do consume them to get stronger. You know, that's what you're doing whenever you level up, is you're consuming these souls to get stronger, and that's what eventually lets you stand before deities like Gwyn.
Yeah.
Do we want to attack this one, or
Probably with a stick.
We want to fight this one?
Yeah.
Why fight this one and none of the others?
I don't know. We haven't fought them in a while.
Oh god, he just bitch kicked the shit out of me.
He like super flipped in the air, like fancy shit over here.
Oh, I did not know that this chest concealed Bruce Lee. Jesus.
No. Bruce Lee is not Jesus.
He might be. Have you seen some of the shit he can do?
That's so awesome.
And we have enough souls for a level up. I think we've got another floor to go to. And then before we get...
a multi-level library?
Yeah, but we're only exploring a portion of it. We'll fully explore it in a bit.
No, but for real, at some point.
Yeah, see, this is when we start to get to, like, the... Oh. It's really fucked up.
At some point, I do want to buy one of these, like, little sheds. Or build one.
I know you're in here.
And make it a library.
Hello? There he
My
is.
friend has one, and I'm so jealous. It's beautiful.
None of that.
I feel like he just cut him out of his library. He doesn't look like he's very comfortable.
You can actually get that armor.
I wasn't talking about the armor, I was talking about the crystals poking out of his head.
Well, that's part of the armor.
Oh.
We're going to put that on before we go in here.
What was that?
It's a ring of sacrifice, meaning whenever you die, you don't lose your souls or your humanity.
So basically what you mean is we're about to die.
Maybe. Why don't we just, yes. It's a Titanite lizard. Give him some big pokes, and he gives us some good stuff. You see me kill a couple of them, you're just now noticing.
I don't know, I guess he looks different here. Yeah, I don't like that going.
Alright, let's go say hi to C. Hey, buddy.
Dragon.
He is Seath the Scaleless.
Wait,
Yes.
so you're saying that
There's literally nothing you can do here.
this guy diddly just gets the big lady?
That is the thought. Actually, I'm going to put on the one that nullifies curse just in case, because he is trying to curse. But yeah, that is the thought, is that in order to get Priscilla, that
You attack him.
you don't. You don't. You die here. This is the only time in the entire game where you are scripted to die. In any of the games.
Alright.
Not
So
in
it's
any of the
something
games.
you just keep
You are
fighting,
actually...
you just...
Yeah. Not technically in any of the games. In Bloodborne, there is a spot where you're not scripted to die, but if you go ahead and let something kill you, it brings you to a different area. This one, you're actually scripted to die in.
Oh, so you don't like refight, you just die and then...
Yeah. No, we'll be fighting him. Maybe not in this episode. Definitely not in this episode. We're already halfway through the episode. Alright, what are we putting it in?
Endurance.
And now, we're locked in his prison. Hey guys.
No prison can hold us.
What are you guys in for? But I like how he went ahead and killed me, but left me with all my weapons and stuff. I don't think it's his, because, you know, you do die and are reborn at a bonfire, so I don't necessarily think it was his choice. It was just like, I pop back up. But he was smart, and he put a bonfire inside of the cell. That was meant to be the thing. He knew that we would resurrect, so he put this bonfire here. So we resurrected this bonfire right into a cell.
Oh, how do we get that cell?
See this guy?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he's just sleeping.
A lizard Pokemon?
Yeah, well, he's just sleeping, so we're just gonna give him a poke.
Hey, douchebag.
Wake up. I'm gonna take his key. Good help. It's hard to find. But of course, we broke out, so now they're gonna raise the alarm.
Now all of China knows you're here. Don't ask me why the Chinese.
Good.
The fuck are those?
Those, loud also, but those are some of Seath's experiments. They are women.
Those are not women.
Yeah, no, they're women. I guess it's also pretty insinuated that the snake people perhaps are his experiments as well. However, you know, we did see some of these snake people at Sin's Fortress. We'll see them again in Dark Souls 3 when we go to the Nameless King's area, which is kind of furthering the ties that the Nameless King's real name might be Sin. Hey guys. Octopuses.
I don't like you said a Hydra thing.
Yeah. No, Seath is fucked up. He really is. Look, dude.
He's just a dragon.
Yes. Like I said, we'll go over some lore later, like before we fight Gwyn, but Seath, if you remember from the opening, he was the dragon that betrayed the other dragons. It was because they treated him like shit because he was scaleless.
Because he had a shiny red nose.
Yes. Except for a shiny red nose, he had a shiny white body. Yeah, let's go down first.
It's so pretty.
I don't even think there's this many books in the entire world, actually. There's a lot of books.
Oh,
I mean, look at the size of these books, though.
No idea. Okay, and one of those bookshelves could all be like the same book, but with different covers on it.
You think Seath is a collector? He is, actually. That's why he has all of these things in cells, is because he's a collector of things, of people, of items, of whatever, but he's also collecting them to run experiments on them.
Yeah. That's why I almost bought that copy of Clockwork Princess yesterday, just because it was a different cover. One of the girls I follow, Hannah, she has an entire shelf that's just the Night Circus. There's like 12 copies of it. Different covers. It's her favorite book. I'm just like, I haven't read that. It's like I don't have space for the books I have, much less to like buy duplicate copies right now.
Hello.
I don't know. I picture them singing.
Well, right now, if you actually had the headphones up on your ears, you'd be hearing the annoying siren going off. Because we have to go stop it.
It doesn't really sound annoying.
Yeah, it's pretty annoying.
It just sounds like a giant bell.
Especially if you die here, because there's quite a few enemies, and these women, if they hit you, they do some damage. but I've got distance with my pokey stick.
Okay, but if you didn't finish your statement. If you die, what?
Then you just have to restart it, and then you get to hear the bell over and over and over. So these guys, they are non-hostile. It's insinuated that the I keep saying insinuated this episode quite a lot. That the whatever he's done to them hasn't fully taken effect. However, if we kill them, we get some loot. Do we want to kill them or just leave them be?
I mean, like good loot, or
not
like...
something that we're going to use. No, it's spells. Okay. And then, do you remember this guy?
Hello again.
Do I remember this guy?
Big Hat Logan?
Alas, I'm imprisoned once again.
Also, I am imprisoned again. Oh, sorry, alas.
Such a storehouse of knowledge, so close but just out of reach. The thought offends me, so I could simply die as a student of...
So yes, Big Hat Logan came here to find the knowledge of Seath, to try to invent better spells. So we gotta find the key to get him out. I don't know if I will remember to come back down here and let his ass out. I know where we get the key, and it's one of those, like, you get the key and then you have to come all the way back here. Target the other one.
That's when you're just like, tough luck, buddy. I mean, you got yourself arrested. What am I?
You got yourself put in here, man. Look here, Blocky McGee.
Just like those curved blades, brutal looking.
Yeah, and you can't get them to drop them. They're a pretty decent strength weapon, I guess. Look, dude. Believe it or not, these guys are actually more annoying in Dark Souls 3. That's the key that we need to unlock the door that is all the way back up the stairs. But while we're here, let's turn this off. Just adjusting the headphones constantly.
I don't want them on my ear, but I don't really want them on my neck either.
It's definitely weird having played the majority of this game now, not hearing a damn thing. I feel like it's only because of how familiar I am with the series.
I mean, when people speak, there's subtitles, and other than that...
Yeah, but I mean, there are some bosses, especially in some of the later ones, that do have auditory cues.
What if we fought Invisibility?
Well, she had a visual cue with the snow. But no, there are some bosses, especially in Dark Souls 3, that there are some auditory cues. However, if you know what to look for, you can see the visual cues for it as well. Or just knowing the pattern. There's one boss that she, a lot like Priscilla, turns invisible and jumps behind you. But if you know precisely what her jump pattern is, then you can get to her and smack her ass before she attacks you and make her ass visible again. So yeah, the maiden stuff, I don't know if it talks about it, but the maidens are the ones who are these women. These, whatever the hell you want to call them. White robe worn by traveling maidens, it is part of the formal attire regardless of their rank. It is soft and well made, but it does not... Yeah, so it doesn't really talk about it, but the maidens are the ones that became these creatures. Is that enough to level up? It is.
Yes.
I don't want to just assume. You know what happens when you assume?
Rarely. It's really just used. I guess it's a suit.
What?
It said, like, You assume you make an ass out of you and me. Rarely do you make an ass out of me. You're just making an ass out of yourself.
Just there we go.
Rusty, heavy doors. There you guys sculpture.
Well, that is where we're going to go to fight Seath.
It's the Fortress of Solitude.
Yeah, Seath's the Fortress of Solitude, to be precise. Good thing their arrows fly so slow. I can just leisurely walk the hell around.
So this guy was like waiting.
I know. Surprise, motherfucker. Alright, now we get to explore the rest of the library.
This guy's calling for rain.
His name is Toto. He blesses the rains down in Africa.
I'm still so very shocked to find out Africa. No, Toto was a white dude. I mean,
he's also a dog.
he misses Kansas, not Africa. I really do. I think those dudes are like librarians, not these guys. The dude that was dancing. They're librarians. Here to protect the archives.
Perhaps. I mean, so like, Seath's goal is to obtain immortality because he doesn't have scales. The scales of the dragons grant them immortality as long as they are not killed. Like, they're not invulnerable, they're just immortal. Since he doesn't have scales...
Those are cool stairs.
Yeah, we're gonna make him do a switcheroo here in a bit. Since he doesn't have scales, he therefore doesn't have immortality. So, his whole thing is to become immortal. And he's doing that through the power of his experiments, particularly with crystals.
Excuse me, sir. Let me tell you how well that went for a man named Voldemort. It didn't turn out so well.
I mean, it did. Except for a 17-year-old kid. But yeah, so he's pretty much obtained it. But these guys, these crystal guys, are results of those experiments. Because, like I said, he was experimenting largely with crystals.
Anyways, just from a design standpoint, those stairs are really cool because there's like a circle in the middle. So you got one side that like come out and one side goes in. You get the words from concave and
convex. Stop shooting me, you dick. Chug. What do you think Estes tastes like? I feel like it's Sunny D.
Pumpkin juice.
Really? I feel like it tastes like Sunny D. That's my thought.
Yeah. And that's why they just chug it. Damn, this is good. Even though I had Sunny D the other day, and it's not as good as I remember as being as a kid. There's a lot of that, like Kraft macaroni and cheese.
Oh, you dick.
Just plain old Kraft blue box macaroni and cheese is not as good as you remember as being a kid.
Oh.
He is the librarian.
I guess I should have healed before I dropped down there, I guess. I think...
Spending way too much time on TikTok.
Yes. I think let's try to make it to the bonfire that's in that area. If I remember how to get to it quickly. I think you literally just can get straight to it. So I don't have to do all of this again. And then at that point, we're at 50 minutes, we might just call it a little short for this episode.
also aims so weird. Like, why is he arching his back? He's like...
I don't know. Have you ever fired a bow and arrow?
Yes. And actually, one of the things they tell you is to keep your back straight. Straighten your back. Bring it up. Use your mouth as an anchor.
He was about to smack the shit out of me with his trident. Ow. Look, dude.
You don't understand how seriously librarians take their job, sir.
He's about to seriously take this freaking hole in his face. Ow, I broke my wrist on the, Man, he's teleporting.
Get down.
Dick. Yeah, he went back to the other side because he's a dick.
So I'm gonna come to Best Buy and tell you that you're being a dick because you're doing your job.
Yeah, but I don't attack people when they come in, usually.
Usually.
Well, now I done goofed it, actually, by jumping to him. Well, I could alter the staircase. That looks like beef jerky again. Get fucked. Hey, I got his trident.
I feel like every single episode has some sort of Harry Potter reference. And what I say. I've been quoting Harry Potter over here. Or mentioning it. I feel like every episode we've done, I've done something. But I like... Oh, okay. Well, I was gonna say, I thought it was hitting your
My shield? You would think. Knock it off. As I break my wrist again on that hole. No. Bad. See, we need to go down in an earlier round. So we're just gonna... Yeah. That's two entirely different songs.
I know.
This dude really likes his jumpy attack. And then we go down here. Move! So yes, in the next episode we will continue our full exploration of the library and then into the crystal caves. For now, we are just going to go ahead and get to the bonfire. Fuck taking all you guys on, I'm just going to the bonfire. Oh god. The freaking table and chair was working my way. Boom.
But they so easily break, you know.
And they disappear. Alright. We are going to go ahead and end this episode off here. If you did enjoy this week's episode of Choose My Adventure, be sure to do all those things that we YouTubers ask you to do. Like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Talk about anything, but specifically tell me who your favorite boss of the first Dark Souls is. And of course, as always, you can find my wife at...
You can find me on my channel at Ashley Lynn. I upload every Friday, mainly book 2B things.
And until next time, game on.